We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Washington football team.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. Three tight ends are out there.
56.
Now a guy who played his college ball here in the Bay Area, and that's Stanford's Bryce Love. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A 6-yard pick.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
56 is mine. 56 is mine. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Under 10. Under 10.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Jackson from the shotgun. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
For Washington.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here comes Pettis on the return. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap. On
3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. On the return is Pettis. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
At the 46-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let him know, let him know. One, Omaha.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Let's go, D. 56 to Mike. 57.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. And they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Ball carrier.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, I think I open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the 49ers' 42-yard line.
And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 35. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. They'll hand it off. It's Love. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Williams made the tackle.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
At their own 42.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. After the interception, here's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Intended for Antonio Gibson. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Jackson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Washington 7, 49ers nothing.
On 1st down, here's Love. And some room to work. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
Washington.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Washington.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Complete to Terry McLaurin. It's a gain of 9.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7.
At the Niners' 7-yard line.
56. Mike, 56 right there.
Shotgun handoff now for Love. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. It'll be Love to try and get the first. Fighting through. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Now it's Jackson. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete to number 7.
Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes this Washington 14. 49ers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
10-10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 16 yards, a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Pick up a 3.
Look, already running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
At the 32-yard line.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll go down at the 28. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
56 to Mike. 50, 65, 65. Come on, man. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Here we go, here we go.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike, 55. Right here.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Reuben Foster picks it. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35 on second down, Jackson. This is brought in by Gibson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. So that'll back him up 5. From the gun, Jackson looking for the end zone. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
17, Terry McLaurin.
Terry McLaurin on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes this Washington 21. 49ers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo over the middle, and it's incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
Rolling to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Play action. Now Jackson slings this deep from McLaurin, and that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd and short.
It's 3rd down. And 1 yard to go.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They go play action now. Jackson He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
To Terry McLaurin.
Terry McLaurin in the final seconds of the first half. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play, and that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. He turns and gives to Coleman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this one is incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Garoppolo now. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
21. 55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. No gain on this defense, no gain. Mike, 55.
Now Garoppolo. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. But now it's third and goal.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Jordan Reed. His first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
Makes this Washington 28, 49ers 7. Robbie Gould to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
2 yards on the
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 22, here's second and 8. Here's Love again. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. They turn to Love on the handoff. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain.
If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
3rd and 2.
Here we go. Like 80. 56. Hey, tight. 56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Say hunt. I'm coming after you.
To throw is Garoppolo. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 37. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
At the 45.
That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And this is 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims Jr. with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Back now here in Santa Clara, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Garoppolo looks to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Garoppolo. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Garoppolo finding his tight end, Kittle. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Staying on the ground, it's Love. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
24 yards.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, Love. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2.
And inches.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
On the tackle.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Carrier. Richard Sherman on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, Love. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. This is Love. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the 13-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Gibson.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
4 brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Pettis on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that. Coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
3rd and 8.
One final try now for Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Washington 42.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Washington, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, you wonder